Hi, welcome to the Moon in Libra channel. This is the video for the 9/9 portal and the full moon in Pisces that's happening this weekend, which is happening on the 10th of September. So I'm going to kind of combine the two and talk about the numerology and the astrology, if I can get my head around it. And then I'm going to do a little reading at the end on the energy that's surrounding at the moment. There's a lot going on, and I am not a professional astrologer or numerologist by any stretch of the imagination, so I'm trying to get my head around this, but there's just so much going on. But yeah, I think my struggle is kind of indicative of the energy that's going on. There's kind of conflicting energy that's happening at the moment, and this is happening because of what's going on with Mars at the moment. However, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I'm going to start talking about the numerology first. So tomorrow, it's the 9th of the 9th, 9th of September. So we have the 9/9 portal happening. And it's happening in the 6th year, so it's 2022, which adds up to 6. So we're in a year of 6 numerologically. So I'm going to talk about the numerology of 6 as well. So the numerology of 9. 9 is the highest of the cardinal numbers. It holds the highest vibrational frequency. And the thing that I find fascinating about the number 9 is that it doesn't matter what number you multiply it with, doesn't matter how high you go, the sum total, add those numbers together and it will make 9. So it retains its energy. It doesn't matter what you do. There's nothing can influence that high vibrational energy that is held in the number 9. I am convinced that the 3 energy comes into it somehow, but I can't figure out where the 3 energy comes into it. But I know that Tesla energy is around this portal this year, with it being the number 6. Then I'm sure the number 3 comes into it somewhere. So we've got the 3, 6, 9, but I can't quite figure out where. But I'm feeling Tesla's energy really strongly around this portal, to be honest with you. And Tesla talked about 3, 6, 9 as the numbers that held the key to the universe. And I just feel like that 3 energy needs to come into it, because it would just be so perfect, because the number 9 and the number 6 both represent completion and wholeness in different ways. Anyway, I'm going to carry on talking about the number 9. The meanings around the number 9, as I say, are completion, unity, spiritual wisdom. It's the dissolving of the ego. So 9 is the opposite of 1. 1 is all about the self and the ego, whereas 9 is all about unity and universal energy as opposed to the self. It's about being of service to others as well. So the associations with 9 are Mars and Virgo, Sagittarius and the Hermit. So with that Virgo and the Hermit energy coming in, the Hermit is all about self-reflection and doing the inner work. But it's doing the inner work in order to be of service to others. So I think there's a lot of people that misconstrue the Hermit to mean somebody who cuts himself off from society, but that's not actually accurate. It's somebody who takes himself away and does the inner work on themselves in order to be of service to the community and to those people around them. So it's about being of service to others. It's about going inside, finding spiritual wisdom through solitude, and then using that wisdom to help others. It's also the energy of completion, so it's completing one cycle and kind of leveling up and moving on to the next cycle with a new insight, new wisdom, and fresh spiritual knowledge, basically. And the energy of wholeness as well is very much connected to the Virgo energy. Wholeness in terms of being like whole within yourself. I think the Virgo archetype can often be construed as wholesome in terms of the virgin, but I find it, I prefer to think of it wholesome as in being complete, being whole within themselves. So it's a sense of completion and wholeness. I feel like with this 9/9 portal, there's huge cycles, could even be ancestral cycles that are coming to an end now. real old patterns, habits, and beliefs and old stories, just kind of finally really falling away now, and we're coming up to an opportunity to really level up and move on, leaving past karmic lessons behind now, basically. So that's the energy of 9. And when you bring in the energy of 6 as well, the numerology of 6, again, it's the energy of completion. 6 is a perfect number, which means that when you add up the factors of 6, which are the numbers that you can multiply to make 6, which are 1, 2 and 3, so you add all of those together, you get 6, so it's a perfect number. Perfect numbers hold the energy of stability, they hold the energy of harmony. So 6 is a hugely harmonious and stable, reliable number. In particular, it denotes reliability in terms of domestic and in relationships and in the family affairs. So those with the life path number 6 would be hugely reliable people, particularly when it comes to domestic affairs, and as parents, a very nurturing and supportive parent. So the number 6 is all about the heart, being open, being empathic, being nurturing. It's about the home, creating stability, creating a loving environment, and harmony, living in harmony with those around you. The associations of the number 6 are the planet Venus, Gemini, and the Lovers. So it's, again, the Lovers denotes unity, harmony within your relationship, empathy, openness, being heart-centered. So we've got those two numbers, the 9 and the 6, both representing completion. 6 representing harmony, 9 representing unity, completion, moving on. So this is why I'm feeling like this 9-9 portal this year, being a 6 year, is going to really be one that we can tap into to level up and to finally rid ourselves of old damaging patterns, old wounds, old damaging patterns. It's tipping it down with rain out there at the moment. Sorry, I was just distracted by the weather then. We've had real stormy weather actually this week, and I feel like that is significant as well. The energy of the wind blowing through the water, real stormy kind of release, and I just feel like everything that kind of was going on for us during the summer and during the last portal, with the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, that energy is just kind of being released now, and it's time to kind of move on with fresh energy. I'm going to talk about the astrology a bit now, because we've got the full moon coming up on the 10th, and it's connected to the numerology because the things that are significant that are happening numerologically, I can never say that word, are to do with the 2 planets that are associated with the number 9, which is Mars, and the number 6, which is Venus. So we've got Mars, which is going to be making a square to the full moon. The full moon's in Pisces and Mars is in Gemini. Gemini is the sign that is associated with the number 6. So more connections coming in. So it's squaring, Mars is going to be squaring the sun and the moon, so it's going to be squaring that full moon, and it's going to be squaring Venus. Venus is also going to be in the sign of Pisces, so Venus is conjuncting the sun while Mars is squaring it, and also Mars is squaring, I think, the Mercury, which is going retrograde during this full moon. So all of these energies kind of happening simultaneously. So I was looking at this chart and I was thinking, okay, what does this mean? I'm not, like I say, I'm not a astrologer, I'm not a professional astrologer, but I was just trying to pick up what this might mean. And what I was feeling was you might need to be quite careful actually with your there might be issues coming up in terms of anger, impulsive action, particularly within your relationships, with its square in Venus and it's square in Mercury in retrograde. Mercury is all about communication. So I'm feeling like impulsive words being said, things being said just without thinking, without thought at all, quite what's the word, cutting, I'm trying to think of the word but I can't think what the word is, but things being said that are quite hurtful without thinking at all. So I feel like there's a real danger of conflict arising from this kind of impulsive, cutting, horrible, hurtful things being said basically over this period. And I was watching a video of a guy who I discovered today. He's called #Elevate, and he was talking about this 9/9 portal. And the way that he put it was that we are going to be presented with opportunities to fall back into fear, to fall back into anxiety. So those of us who have a tendency, me included, I've suffered with huge anxiety, and I've literally this week been saying I've overcome it. I can honestly say that I've overcome my anxiety, and it feels really good to say that. So to see this video of this guy saying, be careful, because there's a real opportunity for you now to fall back into that anxiety and for it to become just as crippling to you now as it used to be in your past. So for me personally, I'm really going to be taking notice of what this guy said. So in his video, he said the 2 words that I've got for you are no fear. And don't fear itself, which struck a chord with me as well, because I always found that my anxiety would often be triggered by worrying about having an anxiety attack. So fear of fear itself. And he said, be the responsible guardian of your own heart. Now that resonated, because again, it's linking into the energy of the 6. It's heart-centered. 6 is heart-centered. It's that reliability, that responsibility, being the responsible guardian of your own heart. So if we can tap into the numerology of this 9/9 portal, and bring in that energy of number 6 as well, being responsible for your own heart, okay, being responsible for your relationship with fear. And he really was kind of pushing the point of being the witness to your feelings, not tapping into this Mars energy. If you tap into this Mars energy, you're not going to be witnessing your fear, you're going to be acting upon it impulsively, and that is going to become very damaging for you, especially and particularly if you are somebody who has struggled with anxiety and depression and stress and fear-based mental illnesses. So it's a real warning now, just to be careful that you do not find yourself wrapped up in that energy of that Mars impulsiveness in your relationships. Don't allow yourself to be brought into that. That's a downward spiral that's going to lead to you being once again crippled with all of these awful mental health issues, just coming back and crippling you again. So that warning I found really, really poignant. I can't say that word. There's a lot of words that I read and I can say it in my head, but I can't say them out loud. Poignant. Yeah, that was a poignant warning for me. So the word that was coming to me while I was listening to this was detachment. Practice detachment. Be aware of how you're feeling. Be aware of what your triggers are. Be aware of when you're coming into this energy, when you're finding yourself maybe being triggered and entering the energy of anger and hurt and blame. Make sure that you can witness that, detach from it, and don't allow yourself to be sucked into that into that conflict, basically, that Mars, I do feel Mars is going to be trying to push people into conflicts, and if you allow that to happen, this fear, this anxiety is going to come back and bite you on the arse, basically. If you can tap into the energy, the 6 energy, the 9 energy, the energy of the full moon, of completion, of leveling up, of the spiritual wisdom that comes from the energy of 9, and the heart-centered healing and harmonious energy that comes through with the energy of 6, you can really now push past that, those old patterns, and level up and move forward into, I feel, massive growth will be coming for those of us who can kind of push past that and get past the fear and the anxiety and the stress. Okay, I always throw my cards everywhere. Okay, so I'm not sure whether to take these. What do we have? Well, they all seem kind of relevant. We've got the card of inner truth, the wisdom of the heart, insight, clarity, purity, intuitive knowing, consciousness, and penetrating illusion, it reminds me very much of the 6 energy, the wisdom of the heart. We've got enthusiasm, self-expression, inspiring others, self-confidence, totality and success, inspiring others, self-expression. And then we've got the energy of retreat, a timely departure, letting go, withdrawal, re-evaluation, retirement, bringing in the hermit energy, I feel. Okay, so I'll keep those cards. I'm just going to draw a couple more. This is the Tau Oracle. I absolutely love the Tau Oracle. And I might draw a few. I've got a few decks in front of me. I've got the Metatron Oracle deck, the Angel Tarot, and just the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. I might just draw 9 cards altogether. Okay, so let's get another card from this deck, just one more. Oh no, actually I feel like I need to move on to a different deck. I'm going to go to the Metatron deck, and I'll draw 3 from this deck. Let's see what Archangel Metatron wants to add to this. I'm just going to have a spray, actually. I'm going to spray a couple. I need to ground. So I'm going to spray the earth element spray, just to ground my energy a bit. And then I'm going to spray the Metatron. I've not got a lot of this left, so I'm going to have to get some more. Just calling Archangel Metatron's energy. Okay. Okay, what does Metatron want to say? The 9-9 portal and the full moon with the Mercury retrograde, with Mars squaring the Sun and the Moon and Venus. So much. Okay. Okay, we've got the Tree of Life, travel on. Mother Earth, make sure you're grounding. Stability, that's the stability of number 6 coming in, I feel. And yellow, joy and happiness. I've got green card on the bottom of the deck, but now I'm just going to take 3 from Archangel Metatron, and I'm going to draw 3 from the Angel Tarot. Okay, we've got the Magician, Archangel Raziel. You are ready. You have the resources or ability to manifest them. So yeah, manifesting. Working with this portal to really manifest and bring in your biggest dreams. Like really dream big with this portal. Really, if you can work with these energies of leveling up, you can really manifest big. I really do feel like if you can get past the conflicting energies that are coming in with Mars during this full moon. Okay, we've got the Five of Water. Things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. What else is there? Renewal. Review and evaluate, a favourable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. We've got Archangel Jeremiah. So the Magician, Archangel Raziel, and Renewal, number 20. The Five of Water is all about sorrow, dark night of the soul type energy. So that warning is there. If you can't get past that conflicting energy, then there is a chance that you're going to end up back in this energy, this Five of Cups. This Five of Cups energy is making its appearance in the reading, so there's a definite warning there. But I feel like these two cards are telling us to work with our solar plexus energy. We can harness that fiery energy of Mars, and we can use it for positive gain, working with our solar plexus energy, but doing it in a grounded way, not forgetting the Virgo energy, the Hermit energy, grounding our energy to the earth while we're working on our solar plexus, building up our confidence and not allowing ourselves to be sucked back into this Five of Cups energy, keeping our vibrations high, working with that 9 energy. It's the highest vibration, focusing on unity consciousness and not allowing the ego to come in, staying connected to that number 9 energy, which is the energy of source energy, the energy of oneness, the energy of wholeness, and working on focusing on our dreams, focusing on real big dreams now. Try to bring in the highest possible version of your dream. We've got lilies in. He's surrounded by lilies, which are they symbolise completion and death and rebirth. So I think this is a little nod again to completion, that's represented by the 9 energy, remembering that you're moving forward now. Everything that you've gone through in the past is culminating, I feel, if you work with this energy. If you work with the full moon energy, really release everything, all of your old wounds now. Really try working hard on releasing it all. Spend time journaling it all out. If you haven't been doing that, get it all out, get all your old wounds out, and just burn it. I feel with this new moon, burn it. Work with the fire element, feel it expanding your solar plexus. Make sure that you're I'm being drawn to this yellow on the tree of life. I feel like the yellow energy is really significant with this full moon. Tapping into this energy of enthusiasm, self-expression, inspiration, self-confidence, totality, success, and a positive response. Okay, focusing on all the positive aspects of solar plexus and the yellow energy of joy. So trying to keep your vibration high, like I was saying, and not allowing yourself to be sucked into this Five of Cups energy. And then ultimately, the final card that came out was the card of renewal. And I feel also, looking at this card, it's like the energy of the weather that's around now. It's a real stormy energy. The air in the clouds and the water's really rough. So I feel like we're being told what I was saying earlier about the weather. Don't moan about the weather. Don't let the weather bring you down, because that's going to lower your vibration. Allow yourself to enjoy it. Allow yourself to draw on that energy. It can help you to release all of the old wounds. Get out in the rain. Feel it, energetically cleansing you. use it, you know, connect to it and allow that, you know, allow that stormy weather to clear yourself energetically now, to clear all of those old wounds. Harness it, that's the word I was trying to think of. Lightning rod, he's got like a lightning rod here in this picture. Harness that energy, be the lightning rod, get out in it, hold, literally lift your arms up, be the lightning rod, draw that energy down into you, and it will help you to move forward and to keep your vibration raised. Don't forget to ground yourself. If you harness in the lightning energy, you've got to ground yourself and make sure that you don't get sucked back into this Five of Cups energy. Right, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope that all made sense. It kind of made sense in my head, but I did struggle with a few of the, because there's so much going on energetically, and I'm sure there's loads more that if I was, you know, a professional astrologer, I could talk about. But yeah, I just found it really interesting, and I'm sure the number 3 comes in there somewhere. Tesla is around at the moment. His energy is around. So if you don't know about 369 and you know what Tesla, I don't know it, otherwise I would explain it in this video, but I know that he says if you understand the energy of 369, you've got the keys to the universe. So I am going to be doing a bit of research into that to figure out exactly you know, why he said that, and you know, what the significance is of those numbers, really. So yeah, that would be something interesting to look into. I'm sure his energy is around at the moment, and yeah, just work with it. Don't let this portal in this full moon pass you by. I really strongly advise you to harness this energy that's around at the moment, because it's powerful stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please like it, and if you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed it and you want to share it, share the video, and I'll be back again for the new moon probably in a couple of weeks' time. All right, take care. Bye.